Hello, it is a great privilege once again to have you here on this show, and this is WTV Consulting Room. You know, it is the only free health consulting show that we have on TV, and a lot of the times, you know, the show is not with me and my guests alone, but you're also a part of the team where you have the opportunity to ask questions, share your personal experiences on the conditions that we discuss here. And again, you also know that this is all to help us to know which conditions we have to report early to the hospital, and those we can even intervene at home before they escalate. And so the WTV Consulting Room is a very seasoned show where we have professionals. We deal in very deep information on health related issues, and we always come to you with very insightful session. Today is going to be another moment. God has given us the privilege and opportunity, and we are together once again. And this is always done on TV, Wesley TV, always on Saturdays 4:30 p.m. through to 6 p.m. That is why we are here. And WTV Consulting Room, yes, that's it. And then so dear no for the and ne adom yenya and the nana can say manamo nenso no near wakacho and say was set ye to me enya nim dear I will be beer who say never yan shre yan kwa and when to san him dear ni be a yang apomodin ho ye de a kukudam a war apomodin who nim dear in the any war but tree and comono now him said the BTV Consulting Room there and ya tete hanefe ye ne wo kan ho bi e wo fie near e bia wa femuda anase bia ne wadwen anasa wo questions bia opese wo bisa wo benya ho akwanya no na we bisa ama nkomodie no edimu enunti enenso erinche me yi me guest no edi atreye ena yasan the topic na ye baba discuss no so aba enunti tina wakwanya mu fra onyonko na fra onyonko while you stay glued to your seat, please be waiting patiently as I come back to you with a guest and then the topic for this afternoon's discussion. Thank you very much there.
Therefore, adia chembio ye call ye na so ye ko die ye radia domunti ye nyina ya sorry emofra ko mu suku edwumanfo so ko omunyuma so se wo son da yo se wan son da yo ye ka kire sorry na shere sorry na shere dwumedie ya no pabosu dwumedie bia ye de bre yen se de be ya ye betimi enyini ewo hunhumu na yenyi ohunamu ne mpo etimi yenyini ewo adwene mu se de be ya yenyina betimi akyekere man na ya kyekere asafo na afi kra yetimi akyekere busua
ye behwe nsem a ekoso wo oman Ghana eni wiase afa na nyina
ye befa nsem yi efi ko wankrata mu ene abefo internet so
anape bia ye nsem a ema enidaso eni insatwaye ebebre ye de onyankopon asembebre na ya hweso e de aboye bra afa kan ye hu anape bia na ye mfa enije nsem embre
enunti afa kan ye hu
Anita Kwabo
ene Reverend 𝗟𝗜𝗩𝗪𝗓𝗪 Agbomen ewo Wesleyan TV so afa obetimi ahwe won WTV Ghana ewo Facebook so and afi Wesleyan TV Ghana ewo YouTube so sorry na sharing
wake up to a purposeful day
Jumadie aboafo bi te se
all insurance multi-credit savings and loans
ana Methodist University Ghana ana aso yasen
There is always a story on the train of national discourse, a host of thorny issues begging intelligent analysis and unbiased scrutiny. But how do we interrogate these matters? Through the regular lens of partisanship or through a spectrum that focuses on the national good? The answer is the latter, and that is why the state is here. Here on the state, we turn our backs on the political gimmicks, ignoring the endless propaganda and opening our doors to honest and critical assessments on all matters of national interest. Our focus is to generate compelling solutions to the litany of problems in education, politics, health, governance, the economy, and all other areas of national life. We also bring you closer to the narratives on the streets, bringing you up to speed with the voices of ordinary men and women who cannot be heard. It's a platform of truth, objectivity, and impactful Christian-centered engagement designed to better the lot of all and sundry. Join me, 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 khi_High𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, this and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Wesleyan TV for this all-new current affairs program. For sponsorship, please call 059-311-0733 or 025-625-3461. The State, probing the issues, digging the solutions.
Wesleyan TV, reaching out to the world.
Asio try kwan opani anyway ye bo kwan kotu asio free tete odomankoma de yakwa akoto no kwan ya faso koto no enya de kro entimpani nse faso koto entimi nya pani nsire krokoto faso koto ayen hwehwemu ade ko krokoto no ho nsuo aye pani yekoto e edu fasa akwa we so akase nyame ene de edikan e wa kwan nyina mu efrise ono de o ho ene yebeto no obo ye ene yebehu no nti yakwane aye faso hunu nyame no ekire ejina baabi ayete ene ya mamre so enti sa nyame krokoto no obehu ni ye ya agese wo kwan ya ono abowo nyansa ma watimi abo ato wo na mpani mfuro swai de ato ho ama wo no uhunu sa kwan no na ofa so de sum ni ye
empanyi betrase na ye swan adwen hwe yanim na ye nchekura.
Hey, no he wale engomi na wa ake mene gbinele ho nyuma ke gbine edrowo boni afi ni wogbasane kechon wogbomo minche he wale ni take boni nyele da ho wo kenye pio ye biene ni ngmene sessionele no kosron kuko jina no obo ba fe ejake be pie oba na ke sika okwesin okwe television no wo ke wo doctor Joseph ngmenele wo chake ni bia here no he wale Danny Machambo topic nigmene won discuss here ye oblayo fefel ko ye imase ni ma introduce le eke inchambo no pote ni eba fe na ne me patre na se enen so nyame ede endei adom yenya de biara da munim se ye the doctor ye the professionals ina ehye asie enunti enne de ye sesanu me eniso some be sha be hu me sister fefefe bi etmenchen wo ha se ono ena ye ni eba be twe enkomo edefa bibia esi wona brabo mu na yetumi ate enne enkomodie nase enunti nye wo hu no me sister fefefe no ya friend no 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗪𝗪 abe ama se veka se LAA se obepa ene ne veka nesa ena ene ye topic ne say the immuno ye say ye friend condition be immuno disease na eno na ne brofo din kese di lupus sa lupus yi eno ho komo na ye ba betwetwe se eye den ade den na edeba eba ne se na obinye bi eba ne se na ebia na abele ekonya bi na abele ne life experience ene ne keka ho nyinara no one yen ebeche enti Madam Lane Abele Abi, you are most welcome to the show. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation to be with us. Okay, right. Hey, well, Auntie Abele, tell us a bit about yourself before we move on to the condition.
All right. So, like she rightly said, I'm Lane Abele Abi, a preschool facilitator in the 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗏, and I've been living with lupus for the past 12 years.
12 years?
Yes.
Wow. Auntie Lane Abele Abi, or your preschool facilitator, esa ye 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗏, ena enfie du mienuni onya lupus condition yibi na eno de ye ba be sa ne se emre ben de ensesa ye bi na ohun wo ni nipedue mu ansa na obekọ ayaresabia enti anti shishi je me anase ahyase no ye ka cho se wo condition we no na doctors no omo kan say condition eye affect wo immune system no eye de condition say from your own lay perspective.
Well, in fitiasie no na yensem bebre.
Okay.
Na afina mirror final year or secondary school, if I should say.
I see.
Yes, so it was barely a week after I just entered my final year. And
okay.
The pain was very terrible. I could barely move my leg. And then after a few weeks, I just moved to my chest. Me ko konso started say me ya inti me ko school nurse ne ho or mama painkillers ne ade school doctor ne share me, but there was no improvement. I was actually getting worse. Inti omo mama referral echo Central Regional Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, e honso no ye test bebre akwen la mi kan bi shin ana nuko poten ko, so there were malaria tests to pregnancy, HIV, and everything was just negative. So the struggle was very tough because shortly after I started having the symptoms, I had to sit for my final exam.
Okay.
So yeah, I had to move from the hospital to the school every time I had a paper. I could barely sit, so I had to lay on the floor.
Wow.
But men kwa me da form and a mature exam. No.
Wow.
That was for the first 7 papers.
Okay.
And after my last but 1 paper, no, I had a 2-week break. And I said, oh, said you me kono. Or sure, I'm rather getting worse. So we sought for a referral to the 𝗪𝗪𝗩 Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
Even that was quite difficult to get doctors to say but then we finally had a referral, so we moved to 𝗪𝗪𝗩.
Okay.
And after 3 or 4 days we finally had a diagnosis.
Okay.
Yes, that was when the doctor told us what I was going through and all that. But at least, even though I didn't know what lupus was then, I sort of had some relief.
Okay.
Because to know exactly what was wrong, at least to associate a name to whatever you are going through was enough, if I should say.
With the social embrana or cosa at Nemo, how the culturism scroll, what da on the ma, would show papers near the idea. Not Satan, ye nimnia, no, not then there was old trim. What were your worries? Many yana your each of me, many
I didn't even have the opportunity to think of anything because I was already going through a lot. Okay. Like the pain was unbearable. I could barely eat. At a point, I could barely talk for long. Like everything was just frustrating and irritating. So I didn't even have the time to really think through it. Like, say, Ebia, or say spiritual, or be but I didn't even have the time to think through all of those things. Yeah, I was just more concerned about having, like, knowing whatever was happening. Yeah, I should say.
Unti biomino so no fiti emra we start call hospital no copim say ye ma referral di ba Kolebu. We say duration na it could be about how long?
It could be about 9 months.
9 months.
Yes.
It is 9 months na o call oya wo mo ukutudwemu ya oya wo is it like you became breathless? Want to me and say
I wasn't breathless, but there was just this sort of piercing pain.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just painful and at times we say
okay.
Yeah.
Right. Say ma home no cry good. Wow. Inti near me pese ye me pese me bisa ebio na say se ohwe emra ubeye ye diagnosis no edie ne die ena omoye ma wansa na finally omoka say wenya lupus condition, you know.
Okay, and on the road to diagnosis no test bebre ebi wo hwa ye be hwehwe mojimu ebi wo hwa ojunsomu, so there were a series of tests,
okay,
to be able to determine exactly what was wrong.
Wow. Series of tests were carried out.
Yes, series of tests were carried out.
Wow. Enti adofo amutie ye enesenia mekaye no ene a very unique session na de biara da onyankopon so emaye opportunity aye to me esuashia no maybe na enche ye say ye nim say ye were the month of May me pacho obi nim akan month of May on can share me why na it is because sha what you say ye doctor ene ye niaba abele 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗏𝗏 is a month of purple royalty na ahimfie so enoma ewo honomo enunti sabriye me pese yansana ye so no ye hu se ye nya ye abrantie fefefe ewo ye nim ewo hase na ye nua be meyi esa ye binua peni na ye friend no Dr. Richard Do or ye specialist in internal medicine ewo Kolebu Teaching Hospital enunti sabri me shase na me ka se ene ye sesa no meni ye the experience sharing in ye de shase na ye nim set abele e kan referral bi etemre odu Kolebu na Kolebu for said my me anwe say it's na me adom ye Dr. 𝗟𝗩𝗩𝗘. Doctor, you are most welcome. Thank you so much for accepting to join the show this evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes. And so like you rightly know and you say you share lupus na the month of May must say a awareness for lupus education na senior pempi ya wani bebre wo hono ma edi amanfo nya but ye ni hunim de ye ni ne ekomu to say abele e can see say for a stretch of 9 months na owo ya wo ne bo e wo ne nemu exams cry or try we mra or da hono mo enunti me in particular nije say at least emra ye be wie ene show no ye betumi aboa obi a ebi ono so po okọ eyawo bi mu a onye hu mienti a okọ sa eyawo ni mu no enti abele akaka kransa na ebeto aso aba and say len abele abe in comedy. So doctor ye patrol see ka say lupus what exactly is that condition, but even before then quiet can say autoimmune conditions no and I say diseases no ye patrol say
yo nti see ka say autoimmune disease lupus no example of autoimmune disease no but lupus no the area say immune system no and air fighting against wow normally no immune system no e was say a ball who bang now one kwan kwanya yare and I yare bi pass about mu na immune system na then are fighting but omo autoimmune disease no immune system na air fighting against omo honam nti e kwa waposo e kwa skin e kwa baby anti lupus no autoimmune systemic condition. Actually, in the full name here, systemic lupus erythematosus.
Wow, it's a chronic
autoimmune disease.
Chronic
autoimmune disease. Yeah, systemic. All systems.
Oh, okay. Inti near wo kan na say ebia mete wase ne ye ahwefo na wo kan say empempi no ye nipadua na say wase boy ye ho ban.
Yes.
Na we dey sa omo waso bo mo ho ban ye ho ban no omo anwasa sorry kutia ye.
Good.
Wow, we dey it is really a very strong enemy.
Yes, so
because onu oni bibia na say onu kutia o dey then.
So it's a self against self.
Okay.
So your own immune system normally nunca body no from like soldiers and police form wo o against your man and as say against you no it me ko bebia because wo wa wo
okay
and wo mojam
okay
e
wo wa wo mu na wo mojam enti se e hwa e ba ne sen enna ade a wo se ebo me ho ba no afei etwa ne ho a asase a di minia no den na de ba e ba ne se
nti se wo hwa ade kan ye se wo mojam nti no ye wo wow genes play role nti ye se interplay between your genes the environment and then a trigger normal three way nti wow genes so genes no wo mu a
okay.
Now, if you environment, muna unya trigger no bit my stress. Maybe as I'm saying, beba. And now say unya any infection, viral infection be a bit me manaba. And now unya even common malaria cry bit me a trigger no.
Oh, okay.
And I've been so condition na uko fe wianum bebrea and also bit me a trigger no. And to answer down, you say these three things and then I should a trigger na deba. But you should have fine sensitive what you say way a cause no. But you must have the immune system or you must have the risk for you to get it.
You must have the risk for you to get it. Now we'll come about a you say I said the dear and the na ye bibi fufuro and we'll come about gene na me part of it me actually mu kakra.
You intino gene no it said ya wo.
Okay.
Na so ko labor ward abon se nkola ni nyina ye wo amamu yekoko. Obi eni ho me kala yibi. Ba wu ni ana kala ni eden eba.
Sure.
O kala na anya se sesan eba. De wo mu na eba.
Okay.
Obi kan o se ye wo oba nso na wu ni a edumiri bi a ono for bedding ebe hihye ejina jese nyoma ni nyina wo mu dada o ejemre no so ana eden aba te your biological clock wo ho dada enti se wo sa genes no wo mu a bibi trigger pe na aba na jese wo mu dada
okay enti na chese ya de cry ye de awowo mu now just say wuna wunim because it has not been
just because it has not been triggered.
Okay.
So they are saying it's a trigger and you be out.
Wow.
Enti no most of the time na ya say enye se nipa na ye bibi ana say wakoye boni bi ana se obi na atu na duro eno no eye hu nya se ye be bo ho so wie because na yare no asan say ko bibia enti no obi ba dwen say o de bi we de ye hu bi da ye nti bi da nti by all means every baby obi na ayew enya sa na tie enya obi na ayew
and Dr. Sana about hono yedase abele senior doctor can at a point about what dream because now say okay now you didn't know what you were thinking about but at the point did you ever think say via obi to ejo and answer mama dream who say asa me back on SSNT obi ya na bibi sa eba obi adwemu sa obi oben
me mama anhye dey nsi so say o adwem bi sa but probably she thought something of the sort. But me no na me bisa say nti den na maye.
Right.
Den na maye because me nim ni nti a akola afi na me nyi na me kwacho me final exam then all of a sudden this just sets in.
Okay.
So na me bisa me say aden and Abanisa.
And as I add them question mark never there, you can imagine the other
the
possible answers now becoming
exactly.
it as well. Then they will say you breaking at the yeah that say in the end we had a solution to it. And doctor, now we can say this issue of the triggers, maybe area any stress. Now aso bibi wo hwa esan se ewo ye mu dada no bibi wo hwa e bia ye wo obi a ye betumi aye na edie hu se nipa we e wo sa underlining cause na se bibi sa e wo ni mu debi obetumi enya lupus ana
asat na no bibi eni hɔ a obetumi aye a odi behu aha because lupus no immune system no na se immune system no ene o body no ku a na o from be friend antibodies.
Okay.
And the antibodies ni e be kwa test ahwe. So o was antibodies ni be na suspect say obetimi awo lupus ni bi.
Okay.
But even some antibodies ni bi no mo ho mo ye normal a o mo de wo bi.
Okay.
Until before e be ka say o wo bi no ji say o antibodies no plus symptoms, signs and symptoms. And some e betimi conclude.
Okay.
So what I say? Because say we ko antibodies ni pair enye lupus ni yehu
exactly
just footprints
okay
just afa ho ndire so wo
no correct
intini just signs and symptoms ni ye say e wo ho am kasa
okay
intino diagnosing lupus can also be difficult for even health workers.
Wow.
And intino abon most people before ma be do your honor na oma ko so many places and sana finally I diagnose some lupus because say symptoms in start here say Arabia say start here bi ho obetime nya te say fever.
Okay.
Fever and joint pains. Na Ghana hanim say onya fever and joint pains obi a be treat malaria.
No dey.
And I say typhoid. Into bones obi o say o me typhoid number. So who was our condition now tanya typhoid. Na ekoba was so dwen ho say wan hwa na nye typhoid.
Okay.
Wan hwa na ye autoimmune disease ya ye ka ho asem maybe.
Okay.
Ye ka say systemic intimi ko bebie bi ho no ma obo hu say utrimi ununu ana etutu.
Oh.
Etutu bebre. Ebetimi etutu ama ho kra ye. Te say kakarere.
Oh, okay.
Say yes enye ni nyina na kakarere.
Okay.
Ebi ho no lupus na starting. So we lucky. Well, me can we lucky because I don't know I visible.
Exactly.
Eba wenim I friend butterfly rash.
Wow.
Aha, nti so unya butterfly rash ni bi dia most of the time na no there ha ne na ye show no.
Oh, okay.
Eba o chicks no so. And no eba. Aya easy for the person so the be in hospital.
Okay.
But so what was ya na say bi ho no ho nam ya ya Emma yet is a what breath. Everyone say bit man will lose weight.
Oh.
Will lose weight. Pa won't shed and gas will lose weight.
Okay.
It will bon say these symptoms nema say Arabia to lose weight of bit magazo. And the when ya any Arabia for say oboni ding. Remember some bobi. Enti no beti ma gasesa apart from that ne bi honum no waposo ni nyina be hono we ni mu so be hono. Until the whole human being will be swollen up.
Wow.
Now, so swelling up, Sana, definitely. Omega so could see obi drum. Inti na yebo hu de ro ni say ye nyina ye hu say lupus no ayade wo ho e na ye cancel ayen ga say ya new one abawo.
Okay.
Because go for be brenti ti wo kan na omodun say it's a new disease. It's a disease that is there. Now you see the amount of mess e be kan wasem educating for because ye hu say go for be nim and I say now kind we are not so ados one so our risk of getting it is higher.
Great.
And if more people are getting it yet they don't know about it. So we need people to know about it, think about it, suspect it, and then when it is there get the necessary help.
Patrosa what to know about it, think about it, suspect it, so that when it is there, ubetumi enya M1 was the winyano. And until say afe na wabeka ye ho e wo WTV consulting room and na eneme day so ye guso ene akukudam wo apomudimo twetwe enkomo e wo hase na ye guest oka ye ho anase omo ye mienu enti ne odikan no yen doctor aye friend Dr. Rich do or internal medicine specialist or 𝗪𝗪𝗩𝗪 Teaching Hospital and I nearby nso Lane Abele Abe eye obia onya lupus bi nienti oba ye na ne se opeso try and say ya de wo honomo na Bele ka say wenya lupus for the past 12 years or can say ne ba ya ansa na ye ba detect na doctor akadada sa hyase no ese yare baby enti wan hwe ne ye a wuntumi hu ne ntem na hospital kra no ebi wo ho a den say bia nka sample ye betumi aye test ne hu ne ntem se ne eye woni enti ene ye go so in the month of May ye womo and I say yes celebrity and I say we are creating awareness on lupus. You see a autoimmune disease obia betumi enyebi. Unfortunately yentumi enhwe wo mofra bremu enhwe se daachi obetumi enyebi ananse wonyebi gise wenyebi and nti e wo se enkomodie no yetumi efani very serious. Back to Dr. Biom. Dr. Ntisi awama yen signs and symptoms no usually say mo beye ehwehwemu a friend no diagnosis na die ne dem pa na mo gina so na mutumi de yesa ehwehwemu no eka se nipa we enya lupus ni bi.
No, okay. Before I make one so my main say lupus no it's on the rise.
Okay.
And a year and man more than in Bema.
A year and man more than in Bema. Eh, and wako for but I didn't see the banners. I saw the other one. I didn't see. The name say a man who more estrogen than in Bema. Okay. And therefore said the hormone estrogen also play a role. Wow. To share hormones and also womb. Oh. And Tianyasa wako ye. Aha, so the gestation the end the whole onufukufu. Wow, boy, I be I so there. Oh, wow.
That's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So into estrogen, ti a man nyan more. Ufa ma be se 13 and sana bema ba acquired then enyebi. Aha. Mema no so munya omo de na timi more severe. Ese mba no.
Okay.
Nti na ebetimi aye obi at any age.
Oh.
In correct minya ya diagnosis will be 2 years away bi.
Oh.
Aha. Intino. But mostly na affect your reproductive age.
Oh. Okay.
Intino between 18 to 35 years a year more. However, will be away 60 to 55 crowns will be to menya lupus be. You were right say a bit you will be a. Now you know so oba hospital near but see who so will be a. The idea diagnosis in your friend. Say our diagnostic criteria.
Okay.
I just say you said any test back pe how by ya. You better say we a lupus.
Okay.
You better test our whole baby. Any the year one can send Pedriano.
Okay.
Any other count here, can say signs and symptoms plus the lab. Take for signs and symptoms. You better examine. Now for you, so okay, lupus in your man, a be one pa. Now for your test no. New. To be all back. What on our friend malaria. Nani tinu nsu tutu. Na bi wo no monso se ne ka no itimi kwa ohra ho ana wakoma ho. Ti bi no mo wo mo hra ho e ma mo home a insiso. Insu abegina omo hra no ho ana so mo akoma ho.
Okay.
Enti so mo de basa na fe san ye test no nso. Na test no nso kire se sa. Ne de nyina aka bom. Ne aka se wo lupus no bi.
Right.
Enti diagnosing lupus no enye easy. And enye simple sa. Inti ya most of the time go for baso mu say oh test bi wo ha metima ye mati lupus dey na mo doc mo am go test na me say me wo bia na and there is only signs and symptoms na ye test na kra interpreting it will be difficult.
Wow.
Ebi no mo say so mo ko ware and the doc mo nye lupus test na me say ye wo bia na me pacho untimi nya ne sa aha untimi nya ne sa as at now no test bi ni ho je say signs and symptoms plus examination. Until you say think about it, suspect it, and then get help.
Right. Well, signs and symptoms. Normal day they will need to do anymore. Any labs no any bit to me aboa or more. Na doctor ante say ekobana sa na say wuhu near ebia say abele na kan say ne kotodwe ne bo ye ne ya ne ade finally oba kolebo a moye labs a ma muhu say e lupus no ebana sa aso edro wo ho even though ayentumi hu ne ntem say ebi obi mo no edro bi wo hwa yetumi edesa na se ye no medro no so kra ebetumi akokra.
Okay. Yo enti lupus no asad now you won ro bebra ye de brenase ya ka se ma disease no go into remission remission just say do not abase kra last me kan obi say na just akose na se na me say an is a wait tete adro no so
sure
but as at now you need edro a etimi tu ase one time we am go for ba me say doctor ma me do na me tu ase one time me pa chodro bi ni ho a de be tu ase one time ye di manage it ye manage it is say you manage hypertension and diabetes no those of you hypertension and diabetes they then be to edro so edu lupus no so I do be to edro so so wo fe edro ne dia obitima ye obi bia normal
okay
but wo fe edro ne ye ana wo nim se wo lupus ne bia and you obenya de friend flares flares ne che say yare ne pega no ho na ama all the symptoms wa poso ya anopa wo so refim paso wo ntimi kra
wow
na afi ayo say wa bre wan hwe obi abedwen so ye kwadwofo but just because one abi wo lupus na wonim ana so wo lupus no so unfa wo eduro ye
okay
ko fo fa eduro no kakra na omso ma bre ye fa cho so wo lupus no bia wo fa eduro na membre aha because nyame ebo yan ye ba ye se ye gusu didi ye ndidi mreda wo fa sin kra wo be breke se ndidi enti ye pam cho eduro no mambo modin amfa the only problem I want to say
okay
eduro no aya na no boeti
wow
me brina any health insurance so
okay
enti no say any health insurance no so say ana je say ni pana na de ni sika eden etia
ka
anu ena ha enti lupus awareness month ye hope say as a lot of people get to know say lupus work we are yare a nipa no nhyeda nye hwe na aba no de amanfo bebrebe ba beboa ama omotimi enya omundro no omotimi afane ye no so omotimi live omo normal life so wo fe ndro na obetimi live normal life obetimi aware awo afa ho ne oba but so one day dro no so dia na se wuni mposo wo lupus na okonyema yare nbetimi pija no ho na affect ani baby no cry
wow Dr. we dey ye da si bebre enti ne doctor echre yen ene ewie ye hwe lupus ye hwe autoimmune disease na ne doctor can say ebiom no even though I didn't say betumi diagnosis no nyame ya adom na say to me diagnose edro wo ho a wo betumi anom edro no ne buo na den na enu nso nti sometimes ebi wo ho a bi mu kro mutumi to no kra no omuntumi enom no se ne wo so monom no doctor try yen say utumi enum edro ni yie a eno de betumi abo bra te say obi biara na mo wa anom edro ni yie na yare no ebe ginsem na edinsunsan so bebre aba odofo a afei na wa join ya na se ebia na owo asembibisa erinche ye bebie ye telephone no na we bisa won sem WhatsApp lines no so ewo honomo ene enkomodi aye di no ye se ye hwe autoimmune disease lupus se ebia na bibisa wo ko oyawo bi mu sampo a ye nyanya anu ho edwo emma wo a me sure se opportunity wo ho betimi a share experience and also bibisa wo questions our platform yeso enunti ye betwen baby awo bia no ye besa ababiom na ye to aye nkomodie ne so ye ba abele ebekere ye say bia for the past 12 years with me I religious in comply with nedro na we dey have practical experience and the strategy abele oyiso enunti twen ye enche ye besa baba
Meye mi fie Christian fie Mema mi kun aye Christiani Na me mofra aye Christian fo Mema mi fie aye Christian fie Ban papam aye dwumadi a ekoso ewo WTV so kasa afa ekwaya ye tete ye mofra ekwanya ye befa so ama ya ware ayefe ne ya ware adimu efie entete anase efie siesie ene efie nkomodie mu nso yenya entwenten entume to nsa frɛw sɛ hwɛ WTV na nneɛma pa bebree ɛwɔ WTV so enwumpa nkomodie papa nneɛma pa ɛbɛboa me ne omienu ene ye mfie kɔso ara na hwɛ WTV
How does the story of old influence decisions and lifestyles of today? How can we tread the path to salvation based on past events? Why is history important, and how can it inspire the future? Another says, a generation which ignores history has no past and no future. Join us in a talk show program.
Tell me the old story.
Right here on Wesleyan Television, as we engage knowledgeable people with facts in history that will influence our present and shape our future.
Make a date with us every Saturday at 7 p.m.
as we delve deep into our history. God bless you.
Tell me the old story. Brought to you by the Heritage Directorate of the Methodist Church, Ghana.
Yes, so we are back again to WTV Consulting Room, and you know we always have a very interactive session here, and we discuss very insightful issues that you may not even have been privy to, and no in the and God has always been good to us, so we're able to engage very seasoned professionals with a lot of experiences to share with us on the conditions that we want to look at. And today we are not doing that only with our guest, who is always a medical doctor, but we also have another wonderful guest, like you have seen. And so right here we have my purple lady and purple gentleman. That is Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗘 for you, and then that is 𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗘. I have given her the na, and I'm finding it difficult. Say me you na nefibu. On say me senkrafo obi aye na, and me mani na ye ni. You know royalty. So she purple. So it's na abosso. So Lane, ansana ye ba beko ye commercial break na doctor can about ye can say wunu medu no ache. So have you had any struggles in being religious, and I say water anom and now otishi kakra no wasori kakra no watu aso enye menom nisa na yeko. Tell us your experience on compliance with the treatment. So
Compliance.
Yes.
Recently there ebi wo ha review.
Okay.
Say ebia we na so busy wo kai say wa fedra na say won fine.
Okay.
But I'll take you back to 11 years ago.
Right.
So that was somewhere September. Maybe jai min drone num kakra. And we be 1 year ne 5 months after diagnosis.
Okay.
Is
it that time no na I say oh ho ato kakra na say oh ho to ba?
That time no na me ho to me papa.
Okay. It didn't ma wo jai no. Na
me ho to me papa, but say my kind say eating well and exercising helps.
Oh, okay.
With a condition. Inti me started say me didi greens, kontomre, abedro ne ade.
Okay.
But mistake am here and say nka me didi san your man.
No,
it was say me share so far edro no kan ho.
Right.
But me no me jai edro no fa kra.
Okay.
It was for 3 months in Kokocho Fada. She me ya school pepe me fe no fe no. And then Lupus said, okay, I'll show you who I am. So it was also my first year in university.
Okay.
And then I think I had a mid-semester exam.
All right.
And then I just went off.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in Grandma Rashmikete Hospital, Yokumase. Me trying mommy, and then I came back to Accra. So I started the medication again. And then 26 December 2013, everyone was having fun, Christmas and all that, and then I just, all of a sudden, everything was just dark. Everywhere was dark. I couldn't see anything, so I called for my mom to send me to the hospital.
Right.
And I had to be rushed to Kolebu again.
Okay.
But thank God, God being so good. When we got there, the doctor said if we had delayed, that would have been the end.
We would not have seen you
so
today.
Since then, I told myself I wasn't going to miss my medication.
Okay.
Yeah, default again.
Okay,
so it's not easy because, like Doc rightly said, it's quite expensive. We can have people spending as low as 200 cedis a month on medication, and you can have people spending as much as 3,000 cedis in just a month on just medication, lab testing by we do a name by, so you can imagine the senior doc, and yet it's not an easy journey.
Now we there that's all share experience way na biomonon so no senior doctor eka ye no na kra esiso say obi wo ho ne do was autono bosumi no over 3,000 obi die betumi aye 200 Ghana cedis na se de biara ye 12 months in the year obeto edo 3,000 na dako mpo ejuma be no ye na ahen na ketua mpo ye ahen na hwefo nso aketua ye ahen enti Dr. can say baby awo bi awo tie ye no me ebube hia se o kakrawa ne me kakrawa ye nyina ye ka bomu a ye betumi aboa obi a owo lupus yare ne be na wetumi enya at least ne duro na obetumi afa anom amano ache. So na enti let me come back on the issue of cost. How have you been able to manage yourself financially through this? Yes, and you say we are a preschool facilitator, as I a caterer, but no enough to take you through and I say biawunya external support be to help you.
Okay, so fortunately for me, no, my parents have been very supportive. Mindroni na meka so mwana omoto. For a honum ne dear men sheda ni problem, much of a problem, but Fanny say obia oni obia oni sebeni mami efim ne papa efim ono a on worry ye oni ejuma ye. So how would such a person cope? Sure. Fortunately for us, no, there's a support group a bois sanko for we nkaka obi wo ho a ebia wako hu doctor ye na fie dro bi so nti o de dro no beba so okay ndem mfa mo obi a ebe nya no ebia company bia na individual bi say ebia me ma 5,000 cedis fama obi a ohia dro no nti e na ye stress lab ones
for that is great. Inti doctor, from your field of practice, have you had challenge with default patients? Say ebiana mom do no expect saying can ye dim kunim asking say oh no me do nti bi a ye fine na hu ya na normal agency because ebiana onum ne do. Has it really been a challenge in your space?
It's really been a challenge. You have a patient very well. Munim saying drone akopim yareno akko remission. And you expect such a patient to do well.
Okay.
But sometimes if you are school and as some university cry na ya more troublesome mine. Somehow so many senior house masters and only are kasa.
Okay.
But university needed they are on their own.
Exactly.
So they tend to get a little bit tired or whatever. And then they don't take their medication well. I'm funny into baby university no about down with complications.
Wow.
A bit mom kidney no crash shut it down.
Oh.
And then they need dialysis. And dialysis is also expensive.
Exactly.
The drone is expensive. So now one my arena more expensive.
Exactly.
Into being compliant, dear, idea, you find the agrocra. About clinic every time we'll try to hammer it down, say, try and be compliant. However, you've been so some compliant, but sika seminal to be catching him say, yes, stress at the me are no 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗪 and on so sika sem stress
and so crash
until the see an obey thing na say and the this your buy na chop na or the enduro ni bi ekọ health insurance no so mine na ebre no so mo bebre eduro no de na bo anya den no de or health insurance so
ne bo anya den no
that you no boy dey no mum na any health insurance into trauma see oh we dey metima to yes we na insurance so we na mum na metima to na we mum nti once a while na yenya pharmaceutical companies and I say some benevolent companies no ma ba donate nti NGO bi amubua no from support group the friend the rheumatology initiative.
Okay.
Into omo number. Say nyame adom e de beto edwa na obi obaso obo bia no aboa. Na lupus we de yare e wo ho. Ha gofo. Na ha man so mo. The month of May enso your Mother's Day month. Into boa na wa boa man.
Na boa man na yetumi anya apomodin atsena ache. That is great. Enti Dr. Yedasi bebre say so we see say issue of defaults ne the keka ho no. Me pese ye bisa say na we can about kidney issue. Edro nankasa, does it give some particular long-term challenges? And na say yari no so ebi ana ye hunintema sema what could be some of the worst problems sa onua kono betumi enya, what could be some of the complications?
And to lupus no senior kind it may call all systems. A bit ma affect you T 209. Ebinum no affect you muti no na say more severe wotia. You can even get forgetfulness. Oh. A soro crabit marker high friend seizures no.
And family your age.
No, it doesn't matter your age.
Right.
You can get seizures.
Okay.
Ebinum going to opa coma, they collapse.
Okay.
And to obeba no nkasa.
Wow.
Na ye ne say when you stroke. Ebinum so timinya stroke. It is obinya stroke na so so. You suspect say be or bit my this autoimmune disease maybe.
And ya really nkofo bebe wo wa be am conditions not could more of be autoimmune disease be
and you notice here because ebe kwa affect one system. Into no be say we no pe.
Exactly.
Na lupus no one organ na ope pa a kidney.
Whoa.
It is a lupus no one shini ya kidney no be ko ntem. Into be certain say unya kidney failure.
Oh.
So when shani year na fe kidney na fail fully.
Oh.
Na fe wa ba be dialysis dependent.
Okay.
Na just unya artificial kidney e friend dialysis ni bi. And also there sisi ano manfo ate hu de ro bebre nti yenko bebre but ebitima akọ o lungs no so ebitima akọ heart afọ skin de na me kan say ne de most of the time go for the beba ebitima ma skin whole body ni betima aye rashes beba one hwe omega say wenya chicken pox last my be friend me say wenya chicken pox na me so de bi wenya chicken pox da nti brani yenhwe oba na ye feel say chicken pox na lupus rash tibi wonum say onipa ni so ade am say wanya ntobro measles enye measles
okay
lupus na so bitima affect wani
okay
nti most of the time no say ye manage lupus for na ye ni other doctors and manage your friend multidisciplinary management
okay
ti we ye hwe rheumatologist for na show ansa na bi ho no ye do be physiotherapy say na be exercise kakra na say we ni nso ye involved e be mo akohu enifo no e bi wonum say affect u brains no nso e be mo akohu psychologist no and psychiatrist enti no lupus no ekọ bebia enti no obetimi akopie bebia in fact e binum kra efri psychiatry department ansa na o mabai ho because ade no to no ko ni brain mu enti na bi ho kasa ensisu ye enti the parents no be say bibi atono so enti om de no ko wansa no makọ hwe mu sa no mo de naba ye ho enti lupus no atibi ko bebia enti no se wadwin wo so se wo hode a ende obitima adwin ho ba wonte dade a wadwin po emma so obitima nya rashes no na yaga se na so oben na wenya ko rashes na beba wa fron so enti obi ga so mo hwe akola kutu a wapo no nya na so oben enya na so oben wenya ebi o ye butterfly rash no enti no se yare bi yo obi na wonte ase a bo modin afa no ko hospital mamo nga se eye humiare nti say when you nim say lupus na that is the things you can get so when you so na say okojima ubetimi enya a lot of flares and time onyim But say
Doctor, you send it there because I say ube super because now we can say a ma omudu omu infuse so bit me anyem no and omona etaya affect omu enti ye be pese ube bosu bio ye sure na odofo a wutie ye nsabe ye bie ye telephone numbers no ewo screen ne so ubetumi asend WhatsApp ubetumi afre na we bisa ne upese ohu o experience our pese obehye ene yesi ye hwe autoimmune disease lupus na eye ade a empempi wu hu no entem den se ye bi hu se ne a eye wunie ena doctor tre yen se etumi affect woni pedua ba bia fiwuti ase kopem wonan ase ebia wutinwi ebia wonim na akoye rush anase bia ensoanso bi na egugu hu obedwen se eye bibi keke wo se wo de ko ayaresa bia na se okan wo bo okan ni pedua ba bia titiru ne kidney Enya ye nim se ne kidney issues aye a big challenge e wo ye memu ene ne management dialysis ne ade na se lupus e de ne de enso beka ho de ne na ye aye ensem ene ti se uwo asebisebi ana bibi opese obeka ekwan eda ho se obebisa. This is WTV consulting room ye BA telephone no amamo se ne be ya eno na ho screen so se upese obisa bibi obebisa opese send ye messages and also you can bisasa ensem no amamo. Thank you. Enunti minia bako efrefi ashama. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Oba apom to say. Okay, Constance.
Yeah, me paucho. Come on, to send more 57.
Okay.
But let me walk 27. That's the mess for it. Na adine gumenim ene mensa ho. Okay. In fact, in serious, it's a medical hospital. But some me adrenal dey okay. But some we never na matisa ediwe. Up to now, adine akoto ehame. Nti me fi se bia nku ene samina na me nku. Doctor bi ka chere me say, me hwe me nku ni samina. Nti man be jai nku samina na me nku. But still, I didn't go so recently. Russia's big woman, no many not coming. And I'm sorry, the poor hospital. Young boy, a deviant and said, you say, and your mom will join us. But the same to her, you look and you can look at coming. It's a friend of my CD when you say, a bit me, Diana, a bat and a name for Tina, male cough.
Yeah, that's Mama Constance. So we're free. Doctor Ebemawu Anuji. Na Doctor Mama Constance about
the
Russia 15-20 side, ne with the 57. Ogusu enya. Doctor Mpacho menfa Auntie Lizzie.
Okay, for come.
Auntie Lizzie.
Yes, no.
Oba me Mpacho ashama for what to say. Nyamiadu Mpacho yetie.
But you don't get a friend said, but there are 5 years to me. One of me, of course, I thought that me very mental. And I thought, one of me, the money now, my poor sisters, I have got many services. It's only a motion. And every month, the other is 2 months. The farmer I am. That's the equipment because
make that
choice. Look on who died, what the episode said ended. It's one of those, they said, well, I'm missing anyway. Don't answer that question. You say about me, you tell Mamma Macata, effort. Let me say, the white woman to have on it.
Make a choice, that's a baby. And I make a choice, Kumasi, and so Yefi, Ashama Nakupi, Oba Jennifer, and Chen Kumasi. Hello, Auntie Jenny.
Good evening,
Mama, good evening. Kumasi for what to say.
Yamia to Mobiamu.
Yeah, there are their sympacho eat you.
Me patrol concerning the autoimmune way, you know.
Yeah.
A guy said me go hospital, not me joint, me side joint, me line joint.
Okay.
It's, you know, me a lot be uric acid, EN panel, like be but the other kind say, because a butterfly face, and a doctor can.
Oh, okay.
It's, you know, I can Lancet and the name is Scampia. I will Lancet, the Cocolibuna for someone. But a drum de mammy a penicillin. The doctor can say a cost of very fair Cocolibu. But for some time now, my starting experience joined the one year, but the first semester penicillin. Into the side, then I let me because doctor showed me nothing more butterfly fish. Just that me joint, but me testing and I will say the eye okay, but ESR they high. It's a me who you mean is a member of the bulls and you now. Me whom will be to me and one.
Yeah, that's the answer. If I say, oh, Frey, farman. Hello, farman. Hello, farman. Okay, it's farman. You're missing a cacra. When you say farman, and show me something. It's a farman. That's to me. I'm a cacra.
Me pacho you. And the first person, no?
Hello, farman. Hello, farman. Pacho, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, good. Okay. You, auntie, yes, sister, now say Onya rashes no 20 years. Constance. A few habits my lupus here, yaking, because I say rashes no qua naba. Aha. Let you know, the OSO and say, oh, call a Sabian. No, I tell say what about autoimmune disease, lupus. Into how much almost say a bit may be now. On Bema, I don't remember 1 or 2 tests. And now say, on memoir 1 or 2 tests, and I saw make on memory referral letter. No about Kolibu. Kolibu no mostly the referral letter and heading a baho. And she said, on memory referral letter, the annual about Kolibu Polyclinic. On Momo shower, on memory referral letter, no, at the about Kolibu Casim. Aha, but your rheumatology line, so I will be to me afraid. In the yes, it's about no, so Kumasin or so butterfly, rash, and yes, I know what's wrong. Now, what prednisone son. Prednisone you do be a dema. Into someone to what to swear. Why wouldn't you mean giant cake? Over call Doctor One son with Jai. Okay. Into no rheumatology line, or maybe my member. Okay. A call line. Man, very weekend. And I'm on Thursday because Thursday the air clinic. Oh. And you know, Monday to Wednesday and the Friday with my friend. It is 051 9 90 866 051 9 90 866.
Okay. Enti Dr. Eka says a free line here. Men free Thursdays, Monday, coping Wednesday, and Nasa Friday. Ubenya Emwa 051990866. Enti senior beya se wase unya wani bia na yetumi abwa.
Hello. Yes, sister ba konso kasa.
Okay. Hello, Christian.
Hello.
Yes, Uncle Chris. Mpacho, good evening.
Mpacho, good evening.
Mpacho Kumasi for what to say.
Yamna do Kumasi for yawe pa.
Yeah, there are there Mpacho yetio.
Yo, Mpacho. Recently, by 2 months ago, na minya health conditions today.
Okay.
Na begin you know, mensta and I mean right hand and left hand of honey. And I make up of a notch, but they did various tests, including STD, rheumatoid factor, arthritis, infection, so many tests, but they were all negative. And then lastly, now what is I did not doctor what is wrong with me? Not doctor say it's reactive arthritis. And so the also compare test. First time I went ENA panel test. A ENA panel test, you know, I delved into it, and it mentioned lupus.
Yes.
I have autoimmune condition.
Oh, okay.
And to tell you, I'm listening to your program. My condition does it fit into it because as I speak with you, may fit now over kicking. I small pain. Right hand from my elbow to my finger. It's still swollen. Don't come and no, but it's still swollen. I'm here to do this GNA panel test and then go for review. I want to find out whether my condition fits into this autoimmune disease.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle Chris. Yeah, fireman, I was Zongolena, yeah.
Although you to send you.
Oh, fireman, Yamia don't patch also,
Your whole was switching the problem.
Yeah, that's
the whole work. Think that you can see the whole work.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, but TV station. A free shit. Almost head talk. And you're very fantastic, and you're watching TV.
Oh, sir.
And God bless you. You are doing a marvelous work for our motherland, Ghana.
Amen.
And if you have way, any way, miracle. But at the same time, we need miniature.
Okay.
I believe my sister.
Oh.
Or you be chiba. Anything fireman who effect. Won't say fireman who effect. Won't say my sister who effect.
It's me who sir.
My sister, no more fame money, no, many gani.
Okay.
But I thank God for his life.
Okay.
That God has transformed my sister. And I'm so much grateful because you are not that children and anything. And me that me so anti-baby sassy. Me me china hono. And the my sister elbow paye hospital near copper. Thank be to God. Me sister to the piano about no I can see it. The to the piano phone the exams for get to now hospital. Me want these 2 exams. But in name ya me any ye. It is so be what I already be. Onya tiji wo nyame mu se onu nyame a so because Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today and forevermore. Nyame and so be bia or what I already be yare. Amen. No nya sare shemu e nyame etiafe. Muni nyame yetuma.
Yeah, that's the baby fireman said, and then so what's our friend? The fireman actually is encouraging us, and above all, no so eka near Ninia Bano efemu say and yes, bibi keke nemum a yenokre na bimu so bisa omonsem. And actually once again, yeah, there radia se mawa bravo that God took you through this 12 years with your compliance. Yes, abrabono yetimishi asene sorry ni nemono. You have survived it through it all. And see, yeah, there was a sawaba. I was share and I will share personal experience with the whole world. Now would be a right when you bit me. Doctor, back to your answers now.
And yes, Sabakunsu Busa say na no kronya ma forces or says and the menses air back. Lupus in a ma horses, it's a mouth horses and so. The Timima horses were no unum in a bit my yukro. So what would advise her and say? Either say my forces in the baby man on twin band the hospital.
Okay.
No one can't say what lupus no. Sana will be free and also on tea lupus no put that. Into no na yes we are born de rono. Cause our hot bank of be brain
and say
Hoko hospital so senior kind and say Arabian to my forces a witch man as oh koye my force and abibi. Yara nankasano a war flares and remissions. Into no so we draw. And I want for room part at what time about remission. Now doing sell and so now coy. A pigeon, I quite hibernation. It is a pigeon one, I bet pigeon who too much now how. It's never panacho say, or co hospital. Oh dear, man can't a doctor and say me will lupus. And I say we catch us what to say, Yarabio higher lupus. Doctor knows and I dream a basso. Na washe. Because the rheumatology initiative no training both health workers and the general public. Okay. And there's also research going on. So you meet me cure and as you specific reason here maybe Ghanaians no more. So there's still research going on. Okay. And I brother Christian also busa say the joints no for about 2 months in here no. Yes. O doctors na the right thing and to know say ENA panel no. To the only labs in the BR fine. Ti ubo mo de ye ne panel no ma ne kura ne bo edin. Nti oda ne keke. But so symptoms na esse autoimmune disease e be mo akoye ye ne panel no. Okay. Nti no symptoms na esse no. Yenti mi njira hanka say ye no. But ye other autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis now see almost suspect say ye no. But the my one say a bit my any of the autoimmune diseases but relapse initially no be negative. Okay. It does not mean say we need. This na oka say onsa na hono as a consul still I wouldn't say baby hono kakra. So it's not gone. So it may be the autoimmune disease. The labs may initially be negative, but we still have to treat you or manage you as autoimmune disease. And it's always difficult. Say nipa na labs and negative. Now I can say yeah no. And the honor so. But we are not using only the labs. We are using the area, any the signs and symptoms, and then the idea boom, about conclusion. Into no say Christians, almost back conclusion say autoimmune disease. Me pacho for drones and almost fanano. Nothing so for say here any other way. I will always ask for referral. Na oma referral.
Dr. Edasi Bebre, inti Dr. 𝗟𝗪𝗩𝗘𝗂𝗪 say, and yes, say be a na ye who ya na ye can ye shed symptoms, and I say near who can say dead will nippedu anymore, and no complaints no na afe ye the labs no akaho, and no baby I will be no me pacho ye phone lines no ye dane di away screen no so obey to me afre obey to me asend WhatsApp ye no so ye becken kind amount na a biomono so no ene ye hwe autoimmune disease lupus eno ho enkita ho die na ye de no ha say doctor me pacho na wo kan say empempi no omo a eta e affect omo eye emma omo du omo fie so ana so omo pen fie so omo tumi enyinsen ewo na se obi ewo lupus so a on nyinsen wo nyinsen no ebetumi akma no ma ye complicated ana say and what's on him cry and now obitumi anyim na emo no maybe wo ho e wo se oye
yo enti say wo lupus ni bia obetumi anyim the only thing is say e was so making sure say yare no e wo remission and I say say na kai or hibernation ya mana kofom cry mana
kofom okay
ansana wo nyinse na aba
I just say was a doctor to make catcher or say baby I do no bet to me I
could
try
into one doctor a best okay. And just a doctor never about bedroom. But what they ever discuss it na ya chiro so say na ye hwe no bibia e fine
okay
ndro ni bi nso wo honum so wo so a ya advice say wo say ndro no so abanyem ntino say wo so a ye besesa no akọ eduro foforo eno ye safe for pregnancy. However, disease na nkasa de owa ensi ho kwan se wo be fa nyinsen. Okay. Nje bi no mo no kra na omu nim so mu obi. Omo nyinsen a nsa na yare na dead. Anti pregnancy no mum na e be stressful. Na fe ye hu se omu wo lupus ni bi. Nti lupus no enye against pregnancy. But say lupus no enye under control. Nasa onyima and ye bitima ma complications.
Okay. Basa wonu medro dia na chese
ube okay kra.
Okay. Enti doctor na wo ka bibi se eta eye Ghana fo bebre. No wetumi esisi kakra aka.
Enti well yeah okay. Nya Ghana fo per se but etimi more blacks.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we have seen is the risk factor is it is more risky for if you are a female and if you are also African descent,
okay,
which we Ghanaians are all African descent, exactly. And also if you are exposed to the sun more, which we are. So those are the risk factors. Risk factors no sure we hanum say we are at risk. Unfortunately, unti mean that nye bibisa will prevent no, but our lifestyle is very important. So we lupus ni bia. The expectation of Beko Vianum, bra Viana no din pa no.
Doctor we dear 𝗪𝗪𝗩𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪
Yes, Auntie. Good evening. Good evening, Auntie.
Sabo ho ye.
Mpacho bibia boko.
Mpacho yetiemo.
Okay, me pacho kakra me pese me kan say omo was ayare no. Ye besra omo ase omo koso anfa omo eduru no. Na eduru no wo so a eno na boa ema wo ho so nkakra because you who say situation no me solving it completely, but we can manage it. It's in drone any EDDE. So that's my little contribution.
Super, we are so grateful for your call and for your encouragement. It's Nakra say and one of us on cultural via. Yes, it's Doctor.
Yes, and it's not make us say so will be a lifestyle modification so that the disease will remain under remission. Because young doctor for never said disease no remission na one am po bi hu say wo bi sina the woman in 9 ewa he o ti he obi hu say o yare bia because sisi an fa ni ndro yie enti one wo be fa ndro yie two unko wianem bebre wo be ko wianem and wo be use the friend sunscreen cream a cream enye spectacles nepe enye shades nepe who shades no so a eboa and also be preventing the sun from getting access to your face directly, but it's a sunscreen cream. Okay. Obesra at all the places are exposed to the sun. So be ko wi anima nso anonso no matesa na nse ne boa edi nti so bi obi a ebusuafo emboa no monto ebusuafo no mboa ene asori for any obia ye doctors na okolebu no so yenso ye boa ebinu ba say na muntimi a ya yetu ebotom e de boa every now and then because we know the condition ye nim say wo boa nipa na obe fine wa boa na obe koso akodown and afi nso no obedi balanced diet. Okay. Most of the time go for busan say eduane bi wo hono ma odi a ebe boa e ma yare ne makra no. There's really nothing. However, so who as an individual, no him say udi way, na say how no what so, and I say no way jai. But on the whole, no balanced diet and more vegetables and fruits are good. That advice also goes for every adult, because every adult be an was say udi balanced diet. And I think so exercise. They no say oh na maposo yam yadada. Me ye den exercise. Into exercise na graduated exercise. Exercise within your limit. Okay. And yes, I will call Olympics. No, I can say, oh, go giddy. To burn within your limit. Okay. Na anko ma one bremo. But one yes, so put joints and be stiff. Na yeah.
Inti doctor, we can say exercise within your limits. No, obi basically who said this is my limit.
Inti oh yeah exercise no na obra no we chai. Obi ancho.
Yes, so we exercise now, Brad.
That is the whole lupus, no. But the only lupus in there, on it, they say no pain, no gain. Then you will be putting some little bit of effort. But with your whole lupus, no, as you do it, no, a bit maybe you realize that you are on top of it, and then you manage your stress levels very well. Because one manage your stress levels now, stress and bema when you flex. So when you say you're a student, you learn ahead. One pile in your man, and man be last minute. Aha, who will be a no aye. We not rate a fear. No watch to announce one my reminders. What do crowd befan? What the reminder to swear about wow. Could be no more better that I say me refi. I saw about hospital crown was in the refi. Eh, now if you won't be I walk because you are not to be made refi. On now to bet map home every fit to whom their own function.
Yeah, we had not to him a refrain and a nipping so on Rankasan. Okay.
So it gives us a lot of troubles.
I don't say and Sandra yet was some few compliments our Facebook Jane Kosa inti or say Lane why are dear Nyami age shall be brave, so accept yet to come and engage the general public to share your experience. Like it is not an easy thing to do, and dear, it is not easy to share a bitter experience to other people, and especially on such a bigger platform. And Isaac Atta, and so Mr. Isaac Atta, also good job team. And so yes, say a thumb up for you. Pakwame say Rose, I am with you. Good job there. And Jane Kosabio say of that era there say Emmauna Evans Kwashi say great job there Rose. Enti Yendama say Munkosara mama messages no embra na opesa wofra ye bi telephone numbers na so ho obetumi afre ye go so share autoimmune disease lupus and ho komodie na ye go so ye di no enu nti ye fa abeku na afe yatwaso. Hello Uncle Abe. Good evening, Uncle. Mpacho, upon to then.
Oh, and I talk to you too. Sister, I think sister, I think with the climate. What boy, no, first doctor in market, and over there, and I might what the good awful and all that, you know, over the time, most everybody aware of the disease, and we are protecting ourselves. We are encouraging those who are and see that today we shall come out to come and offer themselves the knowledge about it to the general public. And those who are having issues will come out just like the person come out. See, Papa.
Yeah, that's Uncle Abenya mean sure. And I have willful line so. Hello. Yes.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Patrick, baby, I wonder what to say.
Madam Rose.
Yes. Yeah, there are.
Madam Rose Aduful.
Me Patrick. Nyame ado me so me
Can you remember Rose?
I know, right? MUCG.
How are you doing?
By God's grace, we are.
I'm enjoying your program for the day you started. Watch how to do it. And,
thank you.
God bless you for today's program. In fact, Dr. Aduful is my wife's friend. And Abili is a church member. I'll say my girlfriend.
Then today it is family.
Thank you all for a good job doing and spreading the word. I'm praying that money will come and then they'll be able to get their education and their lives. It's very, very expensive. But I believe with God, all things are possible.
Thank you. Good to hear from you once again. All right. So, actually, na Dr. Mpacho Wedie na minko actually ho briefly Mpacho Dr. Eka about lifestyle. What has been your secret over the years? Because lifestyle modification Dr. Abubo Biso, but practically there na no you have been doing.
See lifestyle send your doctor kind no edidie no okay earlier me can say me try say me jai indro no fa but who did ye no na wo hwe so efa edwo no so and stress management no so ehu hia pa because me started I'm a very busy person enti de bia me ye one thing or the other enti stress ne de me fe bi mpa but se me hwe na my breath too much I just stop send your doctor kind no bia ancho on di obi aka into Oshana, what bread too much. I think about 2 weeks ago, I had to miss work twice because I wasn't too well. Okay. Into me from more explaining your actual momutiasi. Nipa dear say nipa no. Ebia obi wo until I see because until condition na see. But what church which share wo me fan say superiors na. Sure. Definitely you're a human. Obetia say so Oshana stress no air too much. Now we trust so. Okay. And I did no so beshena and yet de bia na wudi indomie such kwa my greens no consume no abidjo no and I said their doctor kind fruits and vegetables no so and also exercise no so but maybe in shed and no because me dying it but it really helps or more we no testify say exercise no so helpful great and last no no so e hu hia pa because lupus no ya diagnose wo all right. Won ka say ebia mitina ye de diagnose me ntie no ano no. Wo fe dro no kra no bibi foforo etumi bebom. Okay. Wo be hwa wo be un say black spots bi ewo me ho. Me fan dro no all right but eno no ba be 6 years ago. Wow. Me treat ya it so the no wo koso afe dro na. You feel I feel better because there was a time I'm into me nante. Into me yes, but me share so far I drew no. Me to me yeah, juma 4 hours non-stop and I'm still okay in tea.
Shall say 5 journal to me yeah, juma more than 4 hours, and I'm happy about this practical aspects or not say experience na was share no. I just say no money baby no ewo same aye betumi edi ho enkomo. Enti Dr. Ansana ebia de enedwumedie no ebe ba ewie no. Dem bio na opesa wo de kan ya kan nyina because I can complications normal betumi ho signs any lupus no kra ne sa Rex factors here okay. Before then no recently na ye can about stress management on the same platform. Now because I said na doctor no can about say we should be intentional at relieving our stress. By chance one kasa ebi wa bra me paucho yen kompo no just somewhere let's enjoy the breeze na ye so distress say ye ho because enya sa no mani bi wa wontumi nso ana great into facha de na waka cover
enti lupus na ye ka no yare e wo ho enti mo bi anwen se yare foforo yare wo ho dada but nkofo bibiri nim hu nti na yanso ye bo hu de ro. Okay. Apart from that, there's help for everybody who has lupus. All you need is to take your medications as a doctor aka. If you are taking it, you can do everything, including getting pregnant and having your baby. You can get married. The other part is say, "Man, kasa oyiri will be into we jano. Oba amfa ma bema. Ye nya wo ba ni obema ndem. But so will be an as bi wo obi suemu a or say who said the risk is there. Into some more careful. Mune who see signs and symptoms be pay some bang doctor and termination. Say bia.
Unye hu baby was se obey doctor and termination say e bia meant na fie entwen. Inti akwele o last word.
Okay.
I Billy sorry, I Billy lane.
My last word, make I say obia or sa yare bi no. One sheni hu yi. Because yare no it me pejanu at any time. Okay. One moment we bet me say oh you okay when I'm the next moment na would to be cry oda ho. Until obia or sa yare bi no. One sheni hu yi. And I'm excited of also say oh mum koso a emboa. This month lupus awareness month. Enti we share purple na. Purple is the color for lupus. Enti we share purple na. Now they create awareness. And share educational materials on all social media platforms. And we to me follow the rheumatology initiative. Okay. And global lupus outstanding warriors on Facebook. Okay. Every day they be so information share. So just follow us and dump it on all social media platforms. And our friends who will be weak crowd person the bois. Mobile money number. 0241.
Display there to TV this one as a screen so me pacho ubetumi aye won emboa sa ena ebiom no so doctor at the 0519908866 etudwa se ebia wo hia emwe bi ohun bibisa ubetumi afre adwoada kopimoku ada any efiada yawada enka ho weekends so enka ho me pacho akuloso bibi kitebi
and afre so say oh school be sorry institution be now per se ye be bolupus no hu de wura wo frɛ sa number we a nsabe kan so ye be bana.
Great. It is so my great guest. We are so grateful, Dr. Richard Doe. God bless you. Specialist in internal medicine, and Afe Lane Abele Abe. Thank you so much for coming by to share your personal experience with the entire world. This is WTV Consulting Room, where we always converge every Saturday 4:30 to 6 p.m. to share very insightful issues on health-related areas. And we mentioned that we don't do this alone. We do it always with you, with our specialists, the very seasoned and experienced professionals. And it's in Yamiya Duma and Nene Naoche, Yebesa Eshim Wahasebio, me pacho, Kacho Bina Onoso and Kacho be Kenyumo Asumo, Mene Ochi, Afebe, Nene no ne Wanava, Peshi Yavianeko, and it will be WTV. And so to my producers, thank you very much, and all our technical men, we are most grateful. All those out there who are supporting us, thank you so much for being a partner to this wonderful show. God bless you. See you once again next week, Saturday, 4:30 p.m.